the leash, you want to put your right hand through the loop, grab the leash, and then we're going to use our left hand for communication. Give a little tug, still a little pressure with just 2 fingers, maybe 3 fingers. This is for security so they can't get away. This is for communication. We're going to keep them on our left side. We're going to press the button and hold down the button while saying the command, and at the same time pull on the leash. This is communication. As soon as they comply, we're going to release the button. So it's all about timing, right? You say the command, press the button at the same time, pull the leash, and then as soon as they start to comply, you take your finger off the button. So it's all about timing, and you'll know when I've got the static on, the button on, because you'll hear me say the command. Now, when I release the button, you'll hear me say yes, just like that, every time. Very repetitive commands are said in a short, fast, authoritative voice, but that's also enthusiastic and encouraging. So a command could be come or sit, but it's just like that. And same thing with yes, when you release the button, you say it with enthusiasm, you say yes, just like that. And it's gotta be very consistent the way you say your commands. Okay, come on, ready? Come, yes, come, yes, good boy. Place, yes, good boy, sit, yes, good boy. Stay. So right here, this is place training. Stay. And the idea is that you say the command as they come up to the cot. And as soon as they get on the cot, we're gonna release the static. And then we test them, right? We provide distraction, and we wait for them to get up. If they don't get up, it's because they're controlling themselves. They're controlling their impulse, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. Now, 9 times out of 10, when they first start doing this, they're gonna wanna get up, and that'll give you a chance to remind them. You hit the button, say the command, and then help them get back to their place, and you release the button. Now right here, he's been good, stay. So I'm gonna go ahead and release him. The command for releasing them from their place is break. Break, come on, yes, good boy, come, yes, good boy. Good boy. Sit, yes, good boy. With this type of training, sit, yes, good boy. You wanna pair lots and lots of encouragement, lots of praise with this training, right? Because the static, it can stress them out if it's not done correctly, but if you use your timing correctly, sit, sit, yes, good boy. If you use your timing correctly, and then when you release, you always pair it with positive reinforcement, lots of encouragement and petting. If you can do that, then the e-collar training is not strict. Sit. E-collar training does not, sit, does not have to be stressful for the dog or for you. And then you can see here, several times he's attempted to get up. Each time he does that, I'm just gonna gently say, I'm gonna press the button as I say the command. Put a little bit of pressure on his butt. I'm not pushing his butt down. Sit, yes, good boy. Sit, yes, good boy. I'm not sitting for him, I'm not pushing him down. I'm just communicating just a little bit of pressure on the butt. And they need a lot of this. They need to do this kind of training all the time in order to get used to it. He's still a little confused. It gets his attention and he does comply, but I get the feeling that maybe he's had a lot of this e-collar training where maybe the level has been up too high, because the way he reacts to it. Now I have it on a very low level. I have this on a 2. Most dogs that I work with will work on a 5 or 6, especially when they're outside. This guy is reacting to it too, and he seems to be a little bit stressed out, so he would need a lot more of this training on a very low level where someone's paying attention to the timing and using the commands correctly. Stay. Okay, place. Yes. Place. Yes, good boy. And it may seem insignificant to have him go to a specific place like that, but that's teaching obedience, that's teaching impulse control, that's giving him a specific task. We can transfer this into different places, different things like him going to his kennel, backing away from strangers and not jumping on people. This translates to all sorts of things. very obedient when he's got his collar on. I can imagine though that once you take the collar off, because he hasn't had this training too much, that he probably is not nearly as obedient. He'll need a lot more consistency with this type of training over a period of maybe 4 or 6 weeks, consistent training, and then that won't be an issue anymore. He'll obey in any situation with or without the collar.